This week marks the 103rd annual celebration of American Education Week, honoring those who work in our nation's public schools, from the bus driver to the teachers, administrative assistants to the cafeteria workers. And this year, the National Education Association wants to encourage communities to participate in Educator for a Day event. So Becky Pringle is the president of the National Education Association, joining us here live now on Live Impact News. Becky, thank you for joining us this morning.
It's good to be with you, Jane.
Becky, tell us a little bit about the history of American Education Week. The century goes back more than a century?
That's right. 1921, the National Education Association actually partnered with the American Legion because we thought it was important to build that public awareness and support for public education, which we know is the foundation of our democracy. And so we celebrate it every year about this time of year, and we focus on lifting up and celebrating and honoring our educators.
Educator for a Day events, what does that entail and how can people participate?
Well, we're asking people to go into their local public schools and see all the incredible work that our students are doing and listen to our educators, find out what they need to help support our students' learning and well-being. It's absolutely essential that our students know that the entire community is supporting them, and that's why we're asking for folks to be an educator for the day, so you have an idea of what it's like and how you can help.
You know, we think about education, we often focus on the teachers, but this week celebrates the entire school community. Why is it important to recognize all the people who make schools run?
That's absolutely critical, Jane. And actually, today is Educator Support Professionals Day. So we focus in on those school bus drivers and paraprofessionals and food service workers, school secretaries. I taught 8th grade science for 31 years. And Jane, I understood how important all educators were in the job that I did. Our students can't learn without that additional support. So we want to make sure that everyone knows that, and as they're lifting up educators, they are saying thank you to all of them.
Got to appreciate the teachers and everybody who supports the system for sure. The NEA represents about 3 million educators across the country. What are today's challenges and rewards that you're hearing from today's educators?
Well, the rewards, Shane, are being in classrooms with students. I got to visit a school in Arlington, Virginia earlier this week where kids were doing experiential learning in science because they partner with NASA there at that particular school. But we know that all of our students are affected when any of our students don't have enough to eat. And with the federal government cutting the SNAP benefits for our students and for our families, that has a huge impact on their ability to learn, and it has a huge impact on the entire classroom. So we're asking everyone to support our students and our schools by making sure that elected politicians understand that when our kids are hungry, they can't learn. We need your help to advocate for our kids.
Yeah, I was going to say the government shutdown impacted so many people across so many sectors across the nation, and now beginning to sort of pick up the pieces and get back ramped up. As we look towards the end of the year and possibly, January 30th is when the government is going to be funded through, what do you anticipate and expect as far as the education goes and education throughout the country?
Well, we're fighting to make sure that the government doesn't do what it did this time in not providing just those basic needs for our kids, those needs where they can eat and they have health care. That's what we're fighting for. But I will tell you, Jane, it goes beyond that. Earlier this year, when Congress passed that big, bad, terrible bill, the cuts to education were massive, the most in our history. And so we have to continue to fight to make sure our public schools and our students get the resources they need.
Well, as this is American Education Week, what better time to help our teachers and everyone who supports the public school system out? Where can people go and learn more or ask any more questions?
Please go to nea.org/AEW, where you can get materials, ideas on how you can support your public schools, and you can also take action to make sure that our students have what they need and what they deserve.
Very good. As someone who came up through the public education system, I didn't turn out so bad, so want to give back and let our educators know. Becky Pringle, thanks
Thank
for
you so
joining
much.
us. All right, thank you.